Hey everybody, it's Reed Comics 81 and I'm back with another comic book haul video. So this time around I've got some books to show from Second and Charles, an antique mall in my area, one of my LCSs, and a few books that I've picked up from eBay over the past couple of weeks. But before I get started, I'd like to give a shout out to all my new subscribers. Thank you so much for subbing to my channel. I really appreciate it. And a lot of times when I get notified that I have a new subscriber, I'll click on it and try to sub them back, but a lot of times they don't have any content on their channel. So I just wanted to throw this out there. Any of you guys out there that watch my channel regularly or watch any comic book videos in the YouTube community, if you've been considering starting your own YouTube channel and showing off some of your own comics, I really hope that you do, because it's a lot of fun and it can be a little intimidating, a little bit scary at first, but after a little while you get the hang of it and get into a flow, and it's a whole lot of fun. So I hope you guys out there who don't have content will consider starting your own channel, because I'd like to see what you guys have been picking up. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. Let's get started with some Second and Charles finds. Picked this up, Man Called Nova number 10. These next 10 books or so are all $3 books. This is a high-grade copy of this, and it's just a book I needed for my run, so happy to get that. Also picked up number 14, super high grade as well. These two books right here, I would say these are at least 9.4s. They are really high grade. Paid $3 for that as well. And with these two books, my Nova run is complete. So yeah, really happy about that. Also picked this up, high-grade copy of Champions number 14 for $3. This is the first appearance of Swarm. This character here is a guy who's made out of bees. And this is my second copy of this, but this is an upgrade. So can't really go wrong with a high-grade bronze Marvel first appearance for $3. All right, was surprised to see this in there. Captain Marvel number 1 for $3. This is not the first appearance of Captain Marvel. This is his, I've got the notes on the back. This is from May of 1968, and this is his third appearance. And this is pretty low grade. It's got some cover wear, and it's got, whoever owned it wrote their name across the top of the back cover. But for $3, I figured that was a really good deal on this book. So happy to get that. And also found Captain Marvel number 16. This is from September of 1969. Paid $3 for that as well. And this is where Captain Marvel gets his red and blue costume. So it's the first appearance of that costume. Again, this is a low-grade copy. It's got a tear right here and some cover wear, spine wear or whatever. But for $3, thought that was a good deal. All right. Next up is X-Men Annual number 4. This is from 1980, and this is the origin of Nightcrawler, and it's also the first meeting of Doctor Strange and the new X-Men, so kind of a little double key there, and paid $3 for that as well. Thought it was in really high grade until I got it home and noticed there's like a small chunk missing off the top corner there, but still, for $3, not a bad deal on that book. All right. Also picked this up, Kitty Pryde and Wolverine number 1. This is from November of 1984, and this is the first appearance of a character named Ogun, and paid $3 for that. All right. Been seeing people show this book off lately. This is Meteor Man number 1 from July of 1993. Paid $1 for this. It's a newsstand edition, and there is another number 1 of this, but it's a movie adaptation that predates this. This is number 1 of the 6-issue limited series, and this is pretty much this character's first appearance in Marvel continuity. So yeah, this book, it can go for a little bit of money. It can go for like $10, $15, $20, and it can also go for like $5. The prices are kind of all over the place for this book, but the newsstands do go for more than the directs. All right, still sticking with the Second and Charles books. I don't buy a whole lot of moderns, but thought this was a good deal. A-Force number 1 from July of 2015. Got this for $3, near mint copy. And I want to say this is the first appearance of this team, A-Force. Is that true? I know it's a minor key for one reason or another, and I'm pretty sure it's like a $20 book. So for $3, figured I'd grab it. And another modern book that I found that I've been looking for about a month now. Really happy to find this for $3. This is The Punisher Marvel Knights number 17 from December of 2002. Paid $3 for this. And this is part 2 of a 2-part Punisher versus Wolverine story. And people want a little bit of money for this. It usually sells on eBay as a set for 16 and 17 together. And people usually want like $40-50 for those 2 books together. And it's really significant because in number 16, the Punisher basically blows Wolverine's face off, just leaving his adamantium skull and his eyes all bugged out. It's really creepy looking. And he still looks like this in 17. And in 17... Punisher runs him over with a steamroller and parks a steamroller on his face. It's just really, really morbid, and that's why this is a popular 2-book story arc here. So yeah, I was happy to find 17. They didn't have 16, but I'll still be on the lookout for 16, and I don't want to go on eBay and pay like, $20, $30 for it, so I'm hoping that I can find it in the wild for a couple of dollars. But yeah, happy to get that. Okay, still on Second and Charles. Picked this up. Marvel Comics presents number 158 from July of 1994. This is the first appearance of Clandestine, the team. And I paid $2 for this. Thought that was a pretty good deal. It's probably a VF plus condition. In that condition, this book probably goes for about $15. So not a bad deal on that. All right, also... in my last haul video, I showed these 2 books. So I ended up picking up a couple of non-bagged versions so I could read them. They were fun stories. Paid $1 a piece for those. And also picked up Night Glider. This is all these 3 books together is one story leading into, I think it's the Satan 6. Which I also found that for $1, the bagged version with the Kirby Chrome trading card inside. So happy to get those. And on my last video, I was pondering whether this was Kirby's last work in comics before he passed, and I did a little research, and it is not. I'll get into more of that later in the haul, but yeah, happy to get these on the cheap. All right. That does it for Second and Charles. Let's move into the Antique Mall. So nothing special about this, just a bronze Hulk book with a cool Herb Trimp cover, Hulk 189, and paid $7 for this. Just high-grade copy. Figured it was worth that. And I like to support that vendor at the mall, too. So, also from the same seller, I picked this up. Marvel Superheroes number 14. This is from May of 1968. High-grade copy of this book. I mean, this is in really high grade. And it's got a couple of little bends here or there, but nothing that really breaks color. A lot of glare. You're not going to be able to see it. But yeah, really, really high-grade copy of this. It's not really a key or anything. It does have an original Spider-Man story and by Stan Lee and Ross Andrew. The rest of the stories in this book are all reprints, but figured it is worth $15 for a high-grade copy of this book. So happy to get that. All right, moving on. Found this at the same seller. This is Bunny number 11 from Harvey Comics, September 1969. This is a pretty hard to find book. I'm not sure if it's because it's a swimsuit issue or just because of the type of book it is. It's basically a kid's book. But yeah, hard to find. Swimsuit cover. It kind of reminds me of that Veronica book where she's diving into the pool. And I paid $4 for this. I just like this cover too. I like the colors. I like how there's a lot going on. I don't know, it just makes me smile. So, good book there. All right, moving into an LCS. Just picked up a couple of Marvel Power Man and Iron Fist books, just run fillers. Got number 68. Paid $3 for that. They're having a half off back issue sale, so the price tag says $6, but I paid $3. And also picked up number 73. Paid $3 for that one as well. Like I said, nothing special here, just run fillers. Okay, was happy to get this at the LCS. This is Uncanny X-Men number 133. Sorry guys, I keep forgetting to pull my notes off the back. I've got sticky notes with my notes on the back. But yeah, this is from May of 1980. And this is significant for a couple of reasons. First, this is the first solo Wolverine cover ever. And also, this is where Wolverine gets shot in the stomach and he survives. So it's considered to be proof of it, like first actual proof of his healing abilities. And this book's been steady climbing lately. In this condition, I'd say I'd probably put this at a VF plus condition. It's got a couple spine dings, but nothing too bad. Book in this condition right here, easily, I'm going to say anywhere between $50 and $100. The price kind of fluctuates on this, but yeah, I paid $22 for this at my LCS, and really happy to get this Wolverine key in my collection. All right, let's move on to talk a little bit about Jack Kirby. Okay, as most of you probably know, the Jack Kirby rabbit hole is a very deep, dark, expensive rabbit hole. And every now and then I'll dip down deep into the rabbit hole and I'll pick up a big key, and then I have to hurry up and scurry back out because I can't afford to hang around down there for too long. So I like to hang around up around the top of the rabbit hole where the books are newer and cheaper. But I picked this up because I did a little research. This is Phantom Force number 1 from Image Comics. Did a little research on this book, and this is the last series that Jack Kirby worked on. He was working on it when he passed away. And this book is kind of like a love letter to Jack Kirby. Image hired him to do this series, and I think just for this one book alone, they paid him $1 million. And it's a really cool book because I've also got an unbagged version here. This version's bagged. Each section of the book is inked by a different creator. So you've got inks by Eric Larson, Jim Lee, Jerry Ordway, Mark Silvestri, Rob Liefeld, Todd McFarlane, everybody from Image. So this is a really cool book. And yeah, I also picked up number 2. This one's really thick. And this is the book that he was actually working on when he passed away. So he does the pencils on this book up until page 42. And it's a 64-page book. And then the rest of the pencils were done by an artist named Michael Thibodeau. So yeah, just some fun information there for all you guys that like Kirby out there. Okay, the last book. I'm running out of time, so I got to wind this down. Picked this up off eBay. Been wanting this book for quite a while. Super happy to finally get it. And this is Amazing Spider-Man number 42. And this is from November of 1966. This is considered the third cameo of Mary Jane Watson. She appears in 2 cameos before this, in number 25 and number 38. But they don't show her face. Like, her face is either obscured by like a flower or a tree or something. And this is the book where on the very last panel, she says, face it, Tiger, you just hit the jackpot. So, very significant book in the history of Marvel, in my opinion. I believe this book is still very undervalued. I got this for $125, and this is like a VG fine condition. And most people want at least $150, $175 even up to 200 for this book in this condition. But yeah, still an affordable key for those of you who are interested in something like this. Not telling you to run out and buy it or anything, but you know, books like this are steady going up every single day. So, you know, this is a book that I felt like I needed to grab while it was still attainable. And that pretty much does it for this time around, guys. Thanks for watching, and I will see y'all next time. Happy hunting, everybody.